But the first, and I think most important question, is Ben Simmons ready for this?
Oh, I think he is. I mean, he's got the game, the skill set, and the mindset to step in and be the best version of himself. I loved hearing that young man talk about that because he knows the comparisons are out there, but he also has a sense of who he is and what he brings to the table. He knows the challenge he's facing, and I think he's ready to embrace it in a hungry yet humble fashion.
Well, I think it's funny, Smitty, because it's like we've asked year after year after year these 76er rookies if they're ready to be the face of the franchise. Now we've got another one in Ben Simmons. Is he ready, though, to be the offensive facilitator now that can bring these kind of potential stars together?
You know, they have some guys, like you said, and the list goes on, Okafor, Embiid, Noel. But I think when you start looking at a Ben Simmons, he's a different type of category guy because he does so much. As a big, you need guards to help you out. And there's some dominant bigs that make life easier for smalls. But they, especially the way we play the game now, I think big guys need guards to get them to basketball, or a guy like Ben Simmons. I think no matter what, it's still a team game. We kind of put a lot on the best players, and yes, the best players have to have a lot of responsibility, but I think Ben Simmons is a player scoring. I can do that. I can rebound. I can pass. I can defend. So he can impact this game in so many ways, and collectively, they have a chance now with this young group.
Clark, where is he going to play? What is he going to play? We've talked about power forward, a true point guard even.
I'd give him a chance at the true point guard position just to see if he could handle the defensive side of it and to see if he could handle the demands offensively. I think it's the most demanding position in the game, the point guard position at both ends of the floor. But what's interesting to me is that he's a stat sheet stuffer. He's got some other young talent, and there's excellent leadership now in Brian Colangelo kind of navigating the direction of this team. Ben Simmons, to me, is the kind of guy that can really not only produce himself, but I think he can elevate the level of his teammates and their confidence level. And I like what I've seen from this young man in terms of his demeanor. He doesn't seem to get rattled. He plays hard. He's an excellent rebounder. I mean, he's got an awful lot. And you grow into being the franchise player. You grow into that by performance and also by your day-to-day work ethic and habits. And we'll see if he's got, but I think he has all of that in place.
After building through the draft, the Sixers, do you think this is the pick that can help them get over that hump?
Well, I think the hump for them is to start to get on a positive track. I think they've had some years where I think we can't put this pressure on Ben Simmons and this group right now and say, hey, they're making the playoffs next year. I just want them to build a culture of winning and doing it the right way, and hopefully they can start knocking on that door to the playoffs. But within 2 to 3 years, hopefully this franchise and this team can make it to the playoffs. There's going to be some other movements. They've drafted some other guys, but I think for them is, like Clark said, they have to take it day by day and get better day by day.
Well, and you're taking a look there at their other first-round draft picks. Now, 14 of 30 selected were not born in the U.S. 8 of those had never played in the U.S. Are you still trusting this process, though, Clark, as you take a look at what the Sixers did in the first round?
Well, you take a look at those players they drafted. Those are wings that are stretch fours that can add some versatility to their attack potentially. And so they have a number of bigs. Now they've got a facilitator, a do-it-all player in Ben Simmons. They're all young. You've got assets that you can use to maybe add other pieces. And as those young guys develop, I think they've got a chance to start to get some traction towards being a winning, competitive team. You've got to be competitive first, and then the winning comes after that. And that's what they're trying to build towards now.